Well, hello, my beautiful Sagittarians. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading for mid-June right through to mid-July 2024. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings and I will never reach out to you personally to offer one. Also, I will never ask you for money, e-gifts, or donations. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful. There's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Sagittarians, this is your singles love reading. I'm going to get your overarching energy first and then follow it with a Celtic cross just to see who is coming in your way. So let us begin. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Sagittarians? What do they need to know regarding their singles love life? Can you please show them who is coming in and when? Can you show them what to expect regarding their love life at this time? Well, we definitely have a commitment coming in. You got the ring there as your first card, so that indicates that you're vibing at a frequency to attract a long-term relationship. So some of you may have already started talking to someone new and you're wondering which direction it's heading in, and I definitely see that it will turn into a high-level commitment there for you. But a lot of you beautiful Sagittarians, I see that you've committed to yourself at this time. You're focusing on your own needs, and I feel a lot of you have responsibilities on your shoulders at this time, which means that you've been too busy for love, or that other things that have been more pressing have been on your mind. But I mean, looking at your energy here, I would say that there is definitely a commitment, and you may even marry this person, or there's definitely a soul contract with this person, and I see that you'll get engaged to this person or settle down with this person if that's what you're looking for. Marriage could be on the cards with a new person who's coming in. Now, your first card there, however, is the ring. Now, the ring, of course, it represents commitment, and I do feel a lot of you have commitments at this time, and it's almost like you've promised yourself that you are going to create space for love, even though you're busy. The cross there tells me that it's been difficult to find anyone who really sparks that chemistry within you, but also I feel there has been some obstacles, or some of you may have even had experiences in the past that have broken your heart, and you've had to sacrifice love almost in order to heal and basically turn all that unconditional love inwards, so that you build healthier boundaries, that you implement self-care routines, and basically that you learn to fall in love with your life. But right now, this card is number 25, and when you reduce it, 2 plus 5 is the Chariot card, number 7, which means there's movement forward. And I feel like you're overcoming an obstacle. You are, as I said, making some adjustments in your life, and you're calling in a soul contract. Someone new is coming in, and I definitely see that by the end of the year, I feel there will be a commitment with this person, and it may be like you moving in with this person. So let us see what else is coming your way. We do have the cross there. It's in the resistance position, so it's like you got it in the reverse there. Now, this can indicate that the path is now being made clear. Obstacles are being removed, and if you have had lots of responsibilities, I feel that, of course, you'll still have those responsibilities. However, they will be much more manageable at this time. I do feel for some of you, not all of you, but this card has come out, and it can indicate some of you may have been betrayed in the past, and you've been healing, getting over trust issues, maybe even building your confidence after a period of low esteem, shall we say, or perhaps you've been insecure in some way, or even shy in some way when it comes to love. But also I'm getting a small percentage, maybe about 3-4% energy, and my readings don't tend to be about religion, but some of you, religion may be a factor at this time, and again, it makes it even harder for you to meet the right person. So I feel right now it's almost like you are putting love under the microscope to really work out what it is you want in a person. I feel like this card, to the majority of my beautiful Sagittarians, it kind of represents belief, you know, a belief that love is going to show up, because for some time I feel some of you felt like you were drifting or in limbo, or there's a bit of doubt there. So I feel there's been an energy of blockage or stagnation, and you may have felt that it's just not going to show up for you. But suddenly you're going to feel a shift. You may even feel it already, that suddenly something is kind of changing, shifting, and there is a lot of potential. And I mean, your outcome energy speaks for itself. There's a heart there, you've got the ring. So this really indicates that love is headed in your direction. And some of you, I'm being given this energy that some of you may actually discover love on the path that you chose to avoid it. Okay, so it may take you quite by surprise. But this card, it really means a romantic connection, someone who is very passionate. It's more than just a crush, is what I'm being given. This is a fulfilling, loving relationship where there is a partnership, a promise. I mean, the fact that you've got the ring there as well indicates a promise ring, but I feel there's engagement here, settling down here. This is the one that you have been waiting for. But I feel like you've been nurturing your own heart. I feel like you've been focusing on your own needs, building a life of security, becoming emotionally secure within your own skin and comfortable within your own life and comfortable with your own emotions as well. And I feel now is the time to let love in, because I feel love is headed in your direction. So let us get straight to the cards to see when this person's coming in or what else is going on there. Wow. Okay. How would you like to receive? Okay. So we have the Knight of Pentacles there. We have the King of Pentacles, and we have the Temperance card. Okay. So now I feel like you've been very patient in your quest for love, but I feel it hasn't really been your priority for quite a while. I feel like your priority has been yourself at this time. Yeah, Two of Pentacles is in the past position, so a little bit indecisive. I feel some of you have connected to people who are very inconsistent in the past, perhaps people who have given you mixed signals. Even if you went out on the dating scene a couple of years ago, because I feel right now part of you has removed yourself from that. I feel you may have met people who were just a little bit wishy-washy, or people who didn't know what they wanted. Some of you may even feel that the dating scene is so transient. You're looking for someone who is loving, loyal, someone who wants a traditional passionate relationship where there is mutual respect and reciprocity. And you may feel that in this day and age that it's so sort of physical, transient, and, you know, so changeable. So part of you, because you're an old soul, you may be like, you know what, nobody is vibing at a frequency of what it is that you want in life. But that is about to change. You've got the Death card there, which means transformation, transition. As one chapter ends, you're opening a whole new door to something else there. I'm just going to go get your final cards. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please show my beautiful Sagittarians what do they need to know regarding their relationship status? Can you please guide them for their highest good? We've got a Six of Pentacles, which means, you know, suddenly the universe is bestowing a gift upon you. I'm going to go one more just to see what's going on there. We've got the Devil card there as well. Okay, so that can present temptation. And we have the Five of Swords. Let's go one more just to see beyond that, because your immediate circumstances are the Eight of Swords. So I want to know why the Eight of Swords is indicating, wow, Tower. So that is like coming out of a comfort zone. When I get there, I will clarify those cards, because there is a breakthrough happening here for you. And I feel like you're going to meet somebody. It's going to be quite by surprise. But with the Eight of Swords present and the Devil card, this is highlighting perhaps a go-to pattern that you have when you meet this new person. So some of you may be shy, for example, but I will get to it when I get there, because looking at your starting position in your cards, I feel like, you know, you're calling in someone who is very stable, someone who is serious about a long-term relationship, someone who knows what they want. But this is your starting card. We have the Knight of Pentacles there. Okay, now the Knight of Pentacles is about making the effort. You've been creating a lot of stability in your world. I feel like, you know, you've been focused on your projects, on your money situation. You've been been focused on investing in self, but also you may feel that you have been waiting a long time for love. So basically you've become super self-reliant. You always have been very independent, self-assured to a certain degree. I feel like you've been doing you, but as you can see there with that Knight of Pentacles, there's a big star where their heart is. So a lot of you have been healing, but also you've been learning to shine your light. You've been learning to, be super creative, to follow your path, connect to your true life's mission and purpose. And I feel right now, some of you are searching for inspiration, having the courage to get out there again. I just heard get back on the horse. Okay, so some of you may have actually had a high-level commitment in the past where you felt pretty broken or devastated with the way it ended. Some of you have been disappointed in love, or, I mean, if you've been on your own and you have not been in a high-level commitment, I feel there's this energy of you having a mission, that you have a certain purpose in life that you had to fulfill in terms of your destiny before you met the person that you're meant to be with. But right now, with the Knight of Pentacles, this is the Knight that kind of indicates you have a goal, but right now it's at a standstill, or it's taking a long time to materialize, shall we say. So I feel like you haven't given up on love. I feel actually you're calling in someone who is faithful, who is loving, and who's going to make the effort, because you tend to always make the effort when it comes to love. Now, I'm also being drawn to the fact that this figure is cloaked. So I feel a lot of you may have been like operating off grid right now, or may have been a bit of a homebody recently. It's almost like I'm being given this energy to allow yourself be seen. So whether it's to get online dating, or whether it's to accept invitations, go out there, have fun. I mean, these are cards that indicate a lot of responsibility, or life has got pretty serious in the last couple of years, which of course it has for pretty much everybody. But I feel this is about remembering that you're here to have fun, to experience the world as much as possible. It doesn't always have to cost money if you're struggling financially, because I feel a lot of you have been focusing on building a secure financial future, and that is your priority at this time. I feel like also you're being really realistic with your circumstances, and right now there's a period of honesty where you're like, okay, what do I want in my life? What is it I feel is the missing ingredient? And right now I feel love is not the missing ingredient, actually, but I feel you're going to start to prioritize love a little bit more in your life. Now, your crossing card, this is what you're calling in at this time, is the King of Pentacles. Someone who is secure, someone who is serious about love. For some of you, you may have connected to someone in the past who just didn't follow through on their actions. You know, it feels like words were flowing, and people, like they promised the world, didn't deliver the world. So you may have dealt with someone in the past who could not step up and really didn't know what they wanted when it came to love. But I feel like you're leaving that in the past now. Also, some of you may have even connected to someone in the past who was really jealous of you, or felt that there was a lot of rivalry for your affection, and they felt somehow it triggered their insecurities. But the right person is going to be strong enough to walk by your side. It just highlighted that this person was not emotionally available or ready to take a long-term secure relationship at the time. And I feel it was just to highlight for you that you were erecting healthier boundaries, and that anyone who was meant to have a place in your heart, they needed to step up. So this person stepped out is what I'm seeing there, okay? But I feel like you're calling in a long-term secure partner, okay? Now this person, I feel like they've got their own business is what I'm being given here as well. And maybe something that they're working on right now, or perhaps if you're retired or they're retired, it can be that, that they used to own their own business. This person is financially very secure as well, is what I'm being given. And of course, money, it's nice, it pays the bills, but it's not something that you're looking for in a partner. I just feel like they are loyal. They are someone you can trust. They're reliable, and they actually lead, okay? So this person is willing to go after whatever it is that they want. This new person who's coming into your life, they are going to invest in the long term, okay? Now we do have the Temperance card. This person, they may have very strong Sagittarius energy in their chart, as well as Taurus is what I'm being given. There's a little bit of fire in their chart other than Sagittarius. I want to say Aries, okay? Now, it doesn't have to be sun, moon, or rising, maybe a placement they have, but I feel this person, they're quite grounded in their energy. We've got the Temperance card, of course, which means patience, and I feel like you've had a lot of patience, but I feel almost that you were put on pause in order to focus on your life's purpose path, because that's what the Temperance card is all about. It's about re-examining your priorities at this time, and I feel on the earthly plane, that is something that you're being called to do. Do you have space for love? Are you so busy and overwhelmed by the everyday that you haven't really had time? You're so exhausted to find love. So sometimes I feel, we get put on pause on purpose. And I feel that's one of the reasons why right now there's been a bit of a delay when it comes to your love life, because you have other priorities at this time. But now you are creating space, okay? I feel like you're being pointed to life's meaning at this time. And of course, security, friendships, love, all of those are very important. But I feel right now your focus is starting to shift onto a high-level commitment. And also with the Temperance card, I feel like there's this energy of blending. It's almost like when you meet a person, because you are so independent, part of you may be wondering how you are going to be able to share your life with someone because you're so super self-sufficient. Are you going to be able to adapt to someone else's kind of timeline as well as your own? It's about fitting each other in. And I feel, compromise is something that is, of course, important, but with the right person, it's just going to flow. It's just going to be right, okay? So I definitely see that you are in alignment to meet someone new, but looking at your next 6 weeks here, I feel some of you may have a trip coming up because we have the Eight of Wands there. So I feel there is a potential for you to meet someone on some sort of vacation or some sort of travel. There's definitely a change, a shift, a transformation suddenly in your experience where I see you're going to meet someone new, but I need to see how it develops because it feels like it doesn't develop immediately. So I want to just check that out a little bit more. Now we have the Two of Pentacles, which is a very busy card. It means that you've been pushed and pulled in many different directions. I feel like, you've been spinning plates in life. You've basically been doing a lot of multitasking. And this card, it reminds you, you must have work and play. There must be a balance between the two. Now, even if you're retired, I feel like you've got a lot of projects on, maybe family responsibilities. Some of you may even be traveling or working out where it is you belong in the world. So I feel like you're in a period of adapting to your circumstances, but it kind of reminds us that in order to accomplish something, there must be consistency. So if you're looking for love, then going out to invitations or finding yourself in places to meet new people is going to be important. Or if you're someone who is happy with online dating or apps and things like that, then that may also be an avenue for you to explore. But the Two of Pentacles also tells me that there is a potential here for choice. Okay, so let me just go a little bit towards the end and see if there are two people that you're going to have to choose from. Right now, I can only see one, I have to be honest with you, but this may be the surprise. So I will get there when I get there. We've got the Death card as your above energy. So basically, this is change. This is transformation. This is a new chapter opening up for you. And I also feel like a lot of you are breaking old habits. Coming out of a cycle of repeat. And I'm not just talking about in relationships. You tend to be an overgiver. You tend to be someone who is trying to create balance, harmony in your life and eradicating drama from your life. But I feel with the Death card, you've been going through some radical lifestyle changes in the last couple of years. And those things have been your priority at this time. And with the Death card here, it means something new is about to begin. But it also means something big is ending for you. For some of you, it could be that you're relocating, or that you're going on a major vacation, or perhaps some of you, not all of you, if you're in a career, I feel that there is the potential for you to meet someone at a new job or meet someone in an environment where you work in the same industry. So it could be at like a networking event, for example. But if you're not in a career, or if you're not looking to find someone in your career circumstances, because not everybody wants to mix business with pleasure, then I feel like there's a strong potential that you meet someone on a vacation, because the Eight of Wands is movement. It's, traveling, it's messaging someone back and forth. And the Death card signals, the end to you feeling a little bit unsure about your love life, or confused about the direction it's taking, or even recognizing that you've been in a period of transition and now you are opening your heart to love. Now, I say this because your overarching energy is basically, the theme of your life right now. You are opening yourself up to meeting someone where there is a commitment. However, the Celtic cross tells the details of how you get there. So I just want to tap into this because in the near future, we got the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords indicates a level of protection, protecting yourself, going through a period of withdrawal in order to get to know your mind first. This is a card to be really honest with yourself, to free yourself up from something. And because you have the Tower card there, this can indicate that some of you have built some sort of repetitive routine or cycle or structure that plays out in your life every day. Same old thing, just a different day. And this is a card that highlights that we need to break out of that in order to explore new options. So that Eight of Swords there, it can be a self-imposed restriction. For example, they always say if you don't want to do something, you'll find an excuse. And if you are going to find a way to do it, you'll just do it. So I feel, you'll find a way or you'll find an excuse. That's basically it when you get an Eight of Swords. So I feel like you're not making excuses to yourself, but at the same time, I feel like, life has been pretty difficult. And I feel some of you with that Eight of Swords there, you feel a little bit lonely right now. Or maybe it's 3 a.m. thoughts that I'm picking up on, because I feel like your opposing energy is the Two of Pentacles. You're being pushed and pulled in many different directions. You may be seeing a lot of friends or seeing people back and forth, working or not, or trying to find opportunities, or just being so busy that you're trying to find your flow. And the Eight of Swords is like you need to just stop and really highlight what it is that's keeping you stuck right now from opening yourself up to love. And some of you are shy. Okay, I'm just getting this energy of like feeling super shy. Some of you may also feel that sometimes, especially when you're looking for love, you may almost feel like you're invisible, like nobody notices you. But that's not true at all. I actually see that you have a couple of people like really kind of eyeing you up, but people who are at this time not emotionally available to offer love. And I'm seeing that some of you may attract people who are in other relationships, because you represent this sense of freedom, of fun, of joy, of spontaneity. Even though you may not feel like that yourself, people look at you in that way. You change them somehow, but you're not about connecting to anybody who's in a relationship. I feel this energy of like shut down, and you don't want a heart that's already taken elsewhere. Okay, so I see that, but I feel there's a lot of people who tend to be interested in you. I'm going to pull a card on that Eight of Swords, because the Eight of Swords, for some of you, whatever busyness you've got going on right now, you feel it's really hard to break out of that cycle. So something radical has to change here for you. Let me just see what that is. The World card. It is coming to an end. And again, the World card, which is showing up here, Eight of Wands in the World. I feel some of you are literally either thinking about emigrating or you're going traveling. And it tends to tell me that the cycle of repeat is kind of coming to an end, and that you're opening yourself up to new energy, new places, new faces. And the World card is a goal-oriented card. It means you will reach your goal, you will be successful, you've been in a period of learning lessons, and that cycle is, of course, coming to an end, or a lesson that was playing out constantly is coming to an end. Don't get me wrong, we're all students of life, and we will continue learning lessons for the time that we're on this earthly plane. It just may mean that the lesson is different each time. So I feel some of you, this is about valuing yourself, investing in yourself, and teaching other people through how you conduct yourself, how you like to be treated. So you're changing your vibrations, which means you're changing the sort of person that you're attracting at this time as well. So I definitely see that you are going to be successful in meeting someone. The World card, when it comes to love, it tends to mean you're going to be in the right place at the right time and you will meet the right person. So I feel, you know, partly this is down to fate, but also I feel like you're taking accountability for your life and putting yourself in a position to meet new people. Now we do have that World card. This is your advice to yourself in this moment. So I'm not surprised that when I was clarifying the Eight of Swords, the natural progression on from that was the World card. You know, so, you know, the energy is highlighting, even in a different deck, that you're en route to meet someone new. Okay. Now, the World card, as I mentioned, this is your advice to yourself in this moment. For some of you, the world has been a very chaotic place. It's ramped up that level of crazy in the last couple of years. And it may mean with the Temperance card that now you have different priorities when it comes to meeting a person. You may want different things now that you didn't even think about wanting many years ago, but now everything has changed. And some of you may have found it extra difficult to find, you know, new love or a new person based on, you know, some of the chaotic energy that's been going on in the world, because everybody's become very reserved in who they connect to. And it's almost like, even though we're kind of like back to normal to some degree, there is a hesitancy in some people, not all, but it tends to mean that you're working on your own timeline right now, and so is your person. But the World card, I feel like you've been in a period of cleansing, decluttering your life, and I feel this energy of, you know, you wanting to start something new or start again in some area of your life. Now, this could be that you are, as I said, relocating, because there's a fresh new start on the cards here for you. So it could be that you're starting a new job, or perhaps you are starting a year of saying yes to everything. Perhaps you're opening yourself up to adventure. Whatever it is that's new in your life is absolutely going to lead you to this new person. We got the Eight of Wands, which is the external circumstances around you, which means transition, change. Eight of Wands is, you know, you either traveling, and I've already mentioned that, but this is also about you recognizing what you have to offer and, you know, going on an adventure of discovery, which is starting to energize you. It's almost like reigniting that lust for life, or falling back in love with your life leads you to meeting this new person. So it could be that you are actually going to connect to a hobby or something that you used to love doing. Perhaps this is something on your life's purpose path that really puts that spark in your step. Whatever it is, I feel things are going to start picking up pace, and you're going to meet someone. There's going to be a lot of messages back and forth. But again, as I said, I'm going to have to check that out, because I can see that there's someone coming here, but this reading is for the next 6 weeks. And right now, I just feel there's a vacation happening. I feel like you're calling in a soulmate. And the Four of Pentacles means it is a long-term, secure relationship. Four of Pentacles, you'll marry this person if that's what you're hoping for. This is a desire for long-term security, and it is a hope and a fear position. So for some of you, you fear that perhaps, you know, you may meet someone who wastes your time, leads you down the garden path. You ain't got time for that, okay? And I feel like you're not about to meet anyone who's going to do that to you. With this Four of Pentacles, it is also a cautionary card, because it reminds you that in your quest to build a secure life, and you have a lot of responsibility on your shoulders, life may be passing you by. Remember to let your hair down, go out there, have fun, and try to explore your world in whatever shape or form you see fit for yourself. So this is, again, kind of an energy of like, don't hold on too tightly to life. Life, of course, it's hard right now. It's super difficult for the collective, but we must also try to chip away and find moments of happiness, because that's part of the journey also. There is a duality to it. That's what that Two of Pentacles is. Find the duality in life. Work hard, play harder. Really important to find that balance. Now, your outcome energy is the one that's really interesting for me, because we have the Six of Pentacles. Now, this means that, you know, the universe is stepping in to surprise you with a gift. I feel this is a person who's going to be put on your path. This is someone who is very generous, very kind. I mean, some of you may even do some sort of charitable event. Could be like you going on some sort of race for life, or perhaps some of you are supporting a charity, or even offering your services to help a friend or help out at some event, for example. with the Six of Pentacles, I'm just being given this energy of surprise and a reminder that the universe wants to show up for you at this time and give you a gift, is what I'm being given. So I will pull cards on this in a moment, but I'm being given this sundial. I'm seeing an image in the water right now. I'm just seeing, are there any sundials in any of the cards? No. Okay. I'm being shown a sundial in the water because I'm scrying at the same time as doing your reading. It's very ornate and it feels very much like it's outside, like it's in like a horticultural garden, you know, one of those sort of like historical places. It's a large sundial and I'm not sure if it's relevant, but I'm looking at the time and it looks like it's 7:05. Okay, I can't tell you whether that's in the morning or the evening, probably in the morning, right? Because the sun dial, but I'm not sure. Or basically 7:05, I guess. So either 7:05 is an important number. It could be like an area code. It could be a date, for example. It could be the 5th of July, perhaps. I mean, it could be the time that you'll go on a date with a person. I mean, if it's 7:05, it may mean that this person or you are 5 minutes late, because I can't imagine anyone says, let's meet at 7:05 rather than just 7. So please take it as it resonates. I mean, it could be the name of the restaurant or the area, or perhaps the place where you meet this person has an ornate sundial, or maybe your first date with this person, they take you to a walk in a park and there's a sundial and there'll be a conversation about it. I mean, spiritually, it indicates that the universal laws are governing you at this moment in time, and love and happiness will descend upon you, but you must be realistic and open yourself up to love. Is there something in your life right now where you feel stuck, there's a restriction, and it's time for change? So I feel I'm just getting this energy that it's now that is important to find the time to make that change. So I'm going to leave that image there because I'm not really sure how else to decode it, but it's a very antique sundial and it looks like it's outside in like some sort of garden settings, okay? I mean, it could be that you just bought one if you're lucky enough to have a garden. So I'll leave it there. I feel this person, whoever's coming in for you, they're going to be right on time is what I see, but also I see it's like they're right on time but a little late. Don't really know what I'm meaning by that, but that's what I'm being given. So I'm going to move away from that. Now we do have the Devil card. Now the Devil card is a card of temptation. It's a card of feeling stuck. It's a card of feeling a bit nervous. So I want to identify what this card is for you, because the Devil card, it can mean a lot of things. I mean, it can mean that a Capricorn, a person with strong Capricorn in their chart, is going to be very interesting to you. So let me just see what this, I mean, look at that. I mean, you got to be honest. I've just shuffled the cards and we got the Six of Pentacles here. I just basically clarify the Devil and I got the Six of Pentacles again. So I feel this is like a gift. So it could be there's a Capricorn on their way and they were trying to highlight it's Capricorn with a little bit of Aries, a little bit of Sagittarius going on in their chart. But this indicates, and if you know the history of this Six of Pentacles, you'll know that this is like the giver of life. This is basically fate, destiny, the universe stepping in, divine intervention to basically pay you some attention and bestow a gift upon you. So some of you, I feel like you're going to get what you wish for at this time. Can you please show me a little bit more? The Hierophant. Yeah, this person, I feel like they're going to be highly attracted to you. They're going to pay you a lot of attention. And this person, they actually see their future with you. The Hierophant indicates marriage. I mean, it could be for some of you that you basically stand out from the crowd of people at a place where seems quite traditional. So the horticultural garden may be quite a traditional place, but you really stand out. Or it can be that you meet someone who meets your expectations in a person. And I mean, the Queen of Wands is to indicate that you are magnetic, that someone is going to pay you attention. This person will give you a compliment, of course, when they first meet you as well. But I also see with the Hierophant, this is someone coming in who has the same belief system as you, someone who basically wants to marry you eventually, is what I see, because that's the marriage card. And I feel this is a surprise. Okay, so a surprise attraction to a person. So the Devil card is not a negative card. It's an indicator sometimes of something that we need to pay attention to. But we also have the Five of Swords. Now, the Five of Swords in this circumstance can indicate that this person, you know, there's a little bit of butterflies there, a little bit of tension, a little bit of nerves going on. I always say the right person doesn't make you feel nervous, though. So I want to clarify this card. The Five of Swords, it can indicate that suddenly you are like confronted with, you know, a new person, and you've got feelings for this person, and you're just wondering how do they fit into your life. So suddenly it may throw up like a bit of a conundrum for you. But again, love is love, and I feel, you know, you will kind of make space for the right person. But let me just pull a card on this Five of Swords for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. I also feel like you and this person, there seems to be a bit of a pause, almost like you and this person, when you first meet, either you or them, or you know, they're taking a vacation, or you are, or perhaps there's a work event that takes you away. There seems to be a little bit of a separation period. Both of you keep in contact, but it feels like, okay. Now, for some of you, it may be that you start to overthink this because of the way that you meet this person. So, I mean, you could meet this person partying or under the influence, for example, and you're wondering, you know, does this person really have feelings for me? Was it just a, you know, a passing fling or a fancy? But I'm going to have to see a little bit more, because I'm wondering if there is a fling coming in, because the Six of Pentacles, you know, it's giving to two situations. We got a Two of Pentacles there. So this could be that some of you are going to meet the potential for a fling, and then love comes on in. So let me just, yeah, destiny intervenes and ends that fling. So yeah, there is a potential for flirtation and a fling before you meet this new person, okay? Let me just go one more. Queen of Cups. Then you're falling in love. Okay, so yeah, very strong indication here that there is a choice. So I wanted to see what that's all about, but the new person who comes in may surprise you. So I do feel if you are physically kind of involved with someone right now, I feel, you know, you and this person, there has to be like an honest, open conversation with each other to see if it's heading in the direction that you're hoping for. But I feel a lot of you are going to meet someone new that is destined to meet you. It's fate. It's a transformative, loving relationship, and you fall in love instantly with this new person. So some of you may even get a little bit shocked that love at first sight, it really exists. Okay, so if you've not experienced it before, I feel like you will. But don't overthink it, is what I'm seeing there. I mean, the Tower is basically taking a leap of faith. It means you're coming out of a comfort zone. You're releasing a cycle of repeat. The Tower can be like a prison. And if you know Tarot, you'll know that having an Eight of Swords and then you've got a Tower, it means you're breaking out of feeling stuck. You know, the Tower, it's like a prison almost, where you've been comfortable in your circumstances, just going round and round in circles, but it feels like there's no way out. It just feels like it's the same old thing, just a different day. And suddenly the Tower shows up in a reading in order to surprise you, give you like a paradigm shift, make you change something so that suddenly you're taking a leap of faith with someone. And if you know my readings, you'll know, of course, that a Wheel of Fortune and a Tower, they tend to show up together, and we've already had that. But in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, the Tower, there are two people who leap into the unknown. The Tower is set on fire by a lightning bolt to the crown chakra, to the crown of the Tower. And basically, it kind of indicates that, you know, if you want to stay where you are and go round and round in circles, nothing will ever change. Okay. However, you know deep down there has to be some level of change in your life, and you must take the initiative to do that. And I feel when you meet this person, because the Tower, there's normally two people who leap into the unknown, because the universe will send you a feeling of being uncomfortable. That's what your Five of Swords is about. You feel tension, and we don't really get tension unless our body is telling us something is wrong or something needs to change. So tension can be a shaper of worlds for the positive. It kind of helps you channel that into a positive influence. As you see two figures there, suddenly fate intervenes, and both of you are taking that leap of faith. because it's better to leap into the unknown rather than stay stuck in a cycle repeat and feel unhappy. So I'm just going to pull, as I said, one more card just to clarify, because I feel... Now, I want you to be aware, there is a potential for a fling, but it could be just like a passing fancy or, you know, flirtation between you and a person. Doesn't mean it has to get physical, but I feel you are going to meet someone midpoint before you meet the one, okay? The Devil card, yeah, it keeps showing up. So, okay, look at that. So again, the fling, the Devil card, and then the Ten of Swords indicates it comes to an end. You may feel a little bit fed up that perhaps it never went anywhere or didn't meet your expectations. And the Four of Cups indicates that the universe steps in with love, okay? So I feel there is a surprise new person entering into your world, but it comes after either a fling, or if you're currently like flirting with someone and, you know, nothing is kind of going anywhere, I feel that may come to an end, and then a new person is ushered in. So is there love? The answer is yes. Is it in the next 6 weeks? I would say that you may be doing something transformative for yourself in the next 6 weeks, and I feel it's a little bit after that, okay? So I gotta be honest, I see love for you overall, so don't give up on love, because I really feel it's not giving up on you. However, is it in the time frame? I feel it's a little after, okay? Gifts, yeah. I mean, the cards that have come out, the Six of Pentacles kept coming out there. You got the card of gifts. This is for you to recognize that you are a gift, but also it is a card to indicate that the universe is delivering someone on your path. Your first card there is fun, so getting out and having a little bit more spontaneity, fun. Things are really going to take off for you. I feel this is about lifting your spirits, but also reigniting that lust for life and being more playful, because you're actually a really fun person to be with. So I feel life has been pretty serious and heavy recently, but I feel the next coming months things are changing for you. Also, we've got control. So for some of you, that Devil card, it could represent that you've been going through a period of becoming aware of your shadow self and looking at previous experiences that have controlled how you operate in love. Doesn't mean you want to return to the past or to a past person. It may mean that these experiences have influenced how you operate, may have chipped your confidence, or basically made you build such a healthy boundary that it's almost like a brick wall, which is not going to be good for you long term, because it's not going to let anyone in. So I feel like this is about you releasing control there as well. Now we also have gifts. Interesting. I'm just hearing a song right now. Okay, now this is a very interesting song to come up. It's called, well, I think it's called Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head. This song is by BJ Thomas, and I'm being given very specific lyrics. So let me tap into that. But there's one thing I know, the blues they send to meet me won't defeat me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me, okay? I mean, that can indicate that some of you, you've had a bit of a bad run of luck when it comes to love, but you're not letting it get you down, and that you are about to meet someone, but actually you are discovering that happiness starts from within. So listen out for that song, because I feel it could be an indicator that you're about to meet someone new, but I feel right now you're focusing on yourself. And you know, I'm seeing someone in a garden. I mean, even your next card is open up, and it looks like a garden door. Okay, so I mean, it could be some sort of wonderful horticultural garden that you visit with a person, but open up. Of course, that stands to reason. This is be open-hearted, open yourself up to love. Basically, it's the beginning of intimacy with you and another person, and it may feel a little bit uncertain at first, but when you meet this new person, you will know instantly it is love at first sight. Okay, so that's how you'll kind of know. But I'm being given that this person may bring you a little small gift when you go on your first official date. is what I'm being given there, okay? So I'll leave it there, very complex, but I hope it resonates with someone out there. If it does, please like and subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little notification bell. It lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. So next 6 weeks, I see you doing you, but you're preparing space for someone to come in. Now we have the sun. Okay, so this is a very positive omen of reaching your goal, going through a period of personal development and growth. And also, if you see this sun, it's got lots of sunflowers around it as well. So basically, this indicates that you are only going where you feel truly happy. And that Queen of Wands came out there, which highlights that you're leading with your passions. You may even open yourself up to some sort of friendship group or some sort of group where you do something for you that's very exciting, and this may lead to some sort of travel or meeting this new person. I mean, we've also got a flower there, so this means that you are blooming and that you are in a state of attraction at this time. Flowers always attract. We've also got the butterfly, which means you have been going through a transition period. It's almost like you're becoming. You are ready to basically spread your wings and come out of that chrysalis in order to leave the transition behind and be ready for love, embark on a new journey. Butterflies, they always represent new beginnings. And finally, we have the water rune. So this is all about being in your emotions, focusing on processing some things in order to get closure. Developing spiritual gifts is what I've been seeing here as well. Some of you have been put on pause to do that. And also pay close attention to your dreams, because you may actually dream of the setting where you meet this person before you meet them. You may not dream of the person, but I feel like you'll dream of the setting of where you will meet this person. So listen out for those dreams, or pay attention to those dreams, because I feel there's definitely a message there for you as well. Thank you so much, my beautiful Sagittarians. I'll leave it there, and love and light.